Hey guys, on this week's episode, I was a seller, a first-time seller at the K-Town's Collectible Expo last week in my hometown of Kahnawake. Now, the two event coordinators, Will and Eric, are actually friends of mine, so they started talking about this a few months ago, how it would be great to have an event like this in our hometown. I didn't get a chance to interview Will just because it was such a busy, hectic, but fun day. Luckily, the guys at Jordy Colin News got a chance to sit down and talk with him.
It over 1986 on the bottom. Yes, sir. So I $2, and that's the reason why I do that. You travel all over and you look for stuff that other people don't know that's there. Me and my buddy Eric are having a show this Sunday, the 24th, at the Knights of Columbus, 10 till 4. I have 43 vendor tables confirmed coming, anywhere from comics to toys, records, and anything you can think of is going to be there. So this is just a little bit of what I have, and if you want to start collecting like I do, then come on down and check out my show.
So the Collectible Expo was held last Sunday, September 24th in the Knights of Columbus Hall in Kahnawake. Now, again, I was a first-time seller, so I tried to bring a good mix of everything. This way I'd have all my bases covered. So I think I'm pretty happy with my table, set up Saturday night. The next morning, Sunday morning, of course I still had more stuff to bring. Luckily it was only about 3-4 baskets worth of stuff. So again, I had to borrow my girlfriend's van, packed it up, and I thought she was sending me in with a bagged lunch. No, she sent me with all of our old grocery plastic bags, which actually came in very handy. Now I know this looks like grainy Bigfoot footage, but this is Eric, the other organizer of the expo, and again I had intentions of interviewing him and Will just to talk about the whole expo, see what they were selling, but you know, I was by myself for a majority of the time at my booth, so I didn't really get a lot of free time to myself, and honestly I wish I would have got a lot more footage of the different vendors, different items that were for sale, because it wasn't just video games, it was a collectible expo, and I had a couple of buddies that had tables here, again Will and Eric, as well as Mark from Road Revenge. You can find him on YouTube as well. So I decided the best thing to do was to send out my brand new nephews to get some footage for us. Sounded like a good idea at the time.
It turns off when it's on standby. When you record, it turns on.
We weren't recording?
Jack and James, ladies and gentlemen. You guys go again? Okay, it's recording already now. If anyone gives you a dirty look, just give it back.
Second time turned out to be a charm for the twins. They went around, they got a lot of good footage, and they went around a few times to make sure they got everything. Oddly enough, they skipped over their dad's booth for a while. Their father was selling a bunch of really nice autographed football cards. You know, cards have really stepped it up in the last few years. They're like little works of art now. I don't know the exact number of tables that were at the expo, but I do know that there were 42 vendors there, and you know, take me for example, I had 2 tables, a lot of other people had 2 tables, so I would say between 60 and 80 is a good guess. Also, at the time of recording this, it has been confirmed that there was 506 people that came to the expo, which is amazing. And with those numbers, again, Will and Eric are already looking to plan something later next year, possibly even May 2018. There it is, right there. That's my regret of the expo. I didn't buy that Batman animated series Batmobile. I went to the expo saying that I wasn't going to spend a lot of money, that I was going to concentrate on my booth, but looking back, I had the chance to pull the trigger on it. It was only $50, and of course it was a great deal, so it went fast. So, down in the comments below, guys, if you were there at the expo, what did you get? Or if you had the opportunity to go to this expo, what did you see that you would buy? Again, let me know down in the comments. Did I leave you with enough time to leave a comment? Go ahead and pause the video if you need to type it. Man, there was such great things here looking back at this footage, like the Voltrons, Devastator, a lot of things I would have picked up. There was something here for everyone. Hockey figures, comics, board games, dolls, figures, Transformers, G.I. Joe. Transformer and Batman prints, all done by Thomas Deere, a local artist who also drew for the Transformer comics. Again, hockey and baseball cards galore. Remember, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps other people to see this video. Hey, was that a boxed Master System?
$30 for Mario Party 10 on the Wii U. Good. It wasn't even open.
$30, it's sealed. $30 on the Wii U for Mario Party 10.
That's good. Eh?
$30 is a good deal for it. Yeah.
What about Jordy Colin?
What you know about Jordy Colin working at the booth?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all I got?
That's all I got. Hey, what's up, Lance?
Remember when Pokemon cards became the rage again last school year? Back down to $1 a card, my kids were going crazy for them. They also had all the Magic and Magic-like games, all those games with the dice. Again, board games, figures, die-cast, puppets. Like, if you're a Star Wars fan, Star Trek fan, wrestling fan, video game fan, I hope you were at this expo. If not, I really hope you make it to the next one. Look at that. Castle Grayskull, He-Man stuff, DS stuff. Ooh, this is a good booth. I think I bought some box Game Boy Advance off them. Here at the end we get to see Will and Telly's booth. Will, again, one of the coordinators of the event, and Telly, his brother. Man, they had a great setup. They were in again the night before. A lot of great stuff on cardstock, loose stuff. They had a really nice table right in the front. It was a hot one that Sunday. We had AC inside the building, but still, this poor Jason, I think he made 1 or 2 laps and he had to get out of his costume. If you look closely, you'll see the elusive Loch Ness Monster in the back. And that's my segue into my table. There was so many tables, vendors here that I actually had to set up on the stage of the nights, but it worked out pretty good. It was a nice spot, and a lot of local celebrities stopped by to say hello. Now, if you recognize yourself here, please let me know down in the comments. I apologize for not remembering your name, but this guy in the green hat came around 2 or 3 times, and he bought something from my table each time, and then I just mentioned, like, oh, you know, like, I do a little YouTube show if you want to check it out, and he told me, yeah, I know, I recognize you. That's how I knew about this expo, which is really cool, and again, thank you so much. And of course, editor-in-chief, owner of Jordy Colin, and local stage star of Broadway, Greg Horn. overall it was a really enjoyable day. And look at this crowd. This is about 20 after 3 and there's still a lot of people in there. Again, the opening time was 10 a.m. and it ran till 4 p.m. We were there at about 7:30 for the second setup, and man, you know, like, what a great time. For me, the pros, I got to meet a lot of people. Some were even viewers of the channel, which was really cool. There's gaming enthusiasts. I got to talk shop with everyone. I made new contacts for new shows and other YouTubers. Of course, you know, I can't lie, the monetary side was very good. I got some vendor deals and, of course, the camaraderie among the other sellers. And being, you know, a first-time vendor, there were a few cons. You know, there were a lot of aggressive hagglers. There's some people that were kind of rude. You know, some people wanted up to 50% off or a 2-for-1. A lot of people tried to pass torn up money, and, you know, like, they overstepped their boundaries. Some of them, like, a lot of them wanted to come around the other side of the table, and I wasn't comfortable with that, with my money being there. And, you know, my daughter and my girlfriend came visit, so they were on the other side of the table too. But, you know, I digress. That was a minor hiccup. Overall, this was an amazing experience, and I would definitely do it again if this happens next year in 2018. Again, I heard May, but we'll see, and as soon as I know, I will definitely let all the viewers know. Then, just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. One more person to visit the table. They were actually looking for figurine appraisals. So again, great experience. I had a really enjoyable Sunday, and the best part was I didn't even take half the amount of boxes home with me that I went with. So I didn't get a lot of walking around. I got to look around quickly for maybe about 5 minutes. So what did I pick up at the expo? Not a lot, but the 3 items I bought I really enjoyed. And again, guys, down in the comments, if you made it or if you saw something interesting that you would have bought, let me know down in the comments. Shocking, I know, that's it. 2 Game Boy Advance games in the box and a Power Glove. Because... And that's going to do it for another episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that